Are we back once again? Alright, this morning, so last night, if you watched the last video, we saw the closing gamma exposure for today look like this. Basically, there wasn't a lot of build here on the downside. They started trying to build a little bit on the upside, 385, obviously the next target there being the total vol trigger, meaning that the entire 98 days to expiration, all of those added up will go positive gamma. So you see the total gamma right now is almost minus a billion, minus 900 million. So we only got to positive 20 million today. So it's not exactly, extreme bullish action. We barely got over the volatility trigger, and that was after an insane move lower. So expecting more volatility like that. Here was the picture for 7-8, which would be Friday. This was closing as of last night, so again, still a ton of negative gamma. Actually, it's a negative gamma on that expiry as well, so that's why it says it's long-term volatile. But it did close above the 7-8 vol trigger, so that's sort of interesting. It closed above the vol trigger. My guess is the vol trigger actually shifted down, and this isn't the new one, so my guess is it's actually positive right now. I haven't looked at these yet, so here's what it looks like now. So this was as of yesterday. Here's what it looks like now, so a little bit of a change. A little bit more build here on this 385, so looking to see sort of a slow, choppy day. The only thing is you just be watching these lower levels. When you're above these vol triggers, the market maker tends to sell strength but buy weakness, so that's what it's going to cause volatility to drop as you're in this positive GEX environment for today. We're at 66 million plus to start the day. Total is minus 800 million, so quite a bit of that is coming off. Here's the exposure for 8, so you can see it doesn't really change that much if we just kind of sideswipe them next to each other. And you're still minus 800. You're barely positive, meaning that 380 being the vol trigger for all 98 days and for Friday. So again, we're just watching this 380 as a pivot, same as last week. We could see some gamma build up here on the 370 for that day, likely to see some sell after FOMC, which is why we see this is nothing right now. Nobody's really hedged now. They've kind of got people thinking we're going up. It's just a typical pattern into the FOMC. They sort of squeeze all the bears out, and then once that FOMC kicks in, Powell says something or whatever, and the market will typically rise right away. We're just looking at the chart here. Here's where we're going to be opening here in this supply zone on the hourly. Market will typically probably sell off right at the open into this support zone here, and what'll likely happen is it'll probably just kind of chop around until the FOMC, which is going to happen at 1 o'clock, and then at 1 o'clock you'll probably see a fast dip. That's usually what happens, sort of a fast sell-off depending on where it's at, and it doesn't last very long, so I would switch to maybe like a 5-minute chart to see the dip. I will be looking to buy that dip and targeting some upper levels, maybe into the 3,900 area into tomorrow and overnight into tomorrow, and then we'll probably have a nice couple days of volatility Thursday and Friday, depending on if people are still hedged or not. So yeah, hopefully this helps you out.